Hey folks, welcome back to Honey Money SG. Now, MoneyOwl is one of the robo advisor that allows you to invest your SRS or your supplementary retirement scheme with the dimensional funds, which are my preferred choice of unit trust that is investable with your SRS. And I actually did put some money with MoneyOwl, in fact $10,000 in Singapore dollars with them last year. But in this video, I will talk about why am I withdrawing my money out of MoneyOwl and maybe share with you where am I going to put the money next. Let us go back to August 2021 where I did my first MoneyOwl video talking about why should you invest with MoneyOwl, right? And one of the biggest reasons is because of cost. In fact, for the first $10,000 of MoneyOwl portfolio, it will be managed for free if you refer to that video. And secondly, they also have my favorite dimensional fund advisors, specifically the Dimensional Global Core Equity Fund that I could use my SRS to invest in a low-cost unit trust through MoneyOwl, right? So I think it's a win-win for me. And not only that, right? Last year, they also had some aggressive SRS promotion whereby if you put in some amount of money with them in MoneyOwl, you actually get entitled to receive some of the Capital Mall vouchers. So I think that was really a good benefit for people who signed up back then, but this promotion is not available now anymore. And now I want to explain to you why am I going to sell my MoneyOwl right now? Okay, there are a few reasons, but let's start off with the fundamental reason, which is the managed for free promotion is ended. Meaning to say your first $10,000 will no longer be managed for free. Not only that, this promotion is not reflected on MoneyOwl website anymore, but I also checked personally with MoneyOwl's Facebook page and they have confirmed that this promotion has been stopped after 31st December 2021. So no more managed for free promo. The next question you may ask is how much are the fees, right? And if you have learned of MoneyOwl website earlier, you'll read that they are charging 0.6% per annum. 0.6% is actually a lot more expensive compared to what I had in Endowus. Now, if you follow my channel for Endowus videos, you will know that I invest in a single fund smart strategy in the Dimensional Global Core Equity Fund, and because it's fund smart single fund, it will only charge me 0.3%. Half of what MoneyOwl is charging. And I think the next reason I've highlighted in my MoneyOwl versus Endowus video, and that is because for MoneyOwl, I cannot choose to be like 100% in the Dimensional Global Core Equity Fund, which is really my favorite. I really don't like to have emerging market exposure in my portfolio, not because I don't believe in them, but because this is just my own personal preference, right? And I could do that in Endowus 100% in Dimensional Global Core Equity, but not for MoneyOwl. Even if you chose the highest risk, 100% risk, there will still be a 12% in the emerging markets. So it's already a fixed portfolio for you, which you cannot customize, unlike that of Endowus. That's just for me. I know some people prefer diversification, so they may want some emerging markets, and that's okay. I'm just different, right? And the last point may be a minor or major point to some people, but for me, I think the user experience and user interface of MoneyOwl really cannot compare to Endowus at all, right? Because we are talking about how simplistic that platform of MoneyOwl is. And if you look at mobile apps, there is zero to speak of for MoneyOwl. You cannot even have a mobile app to look at your investment and go and do your transactions, top up or withdraw funds. Whereas Endowus have a very comprehensive mobile app as well as the website, right? You can see these sophisticated tools like charting, like performance returns, like your referral benefits, which MoneyOwl is lacking in that department. So that's just something MoneyOwl is losing out to Endowus for. And maybe I'll walk through with you guys how to actually sell your investments out of MoneyOwl. And in this short clip, right, let's go. Okay folks, welcome to my MoneyOwl homepage. Now you can see that my 10,000 investment is now left with $1,000 because I have sold off $9,000 worth, which is 90% of my MoneyOwl portfolio, right? I'm still keeping around 1,000 in it to see how is the performance over time and also keep you guys updated on some of the MoneyOwl stuff, right? So I will just keep $1,000 in here, but so far, this portfolio has now gained around 2% since I started investing with them in August last year. But now I'm going to show you how you could sell your MoneyOwl portfolio if you were me, right? So you need to click into your SRS portfolio and over here you will see this thing called More. So click on More and then it will give you a lot of other options like top up, transaction statement, rename portfolio and withdrawal. Okay, so you will click on withdrawal, and then this is the portfolio you want to withdraw money from, and where will it withdraw to, and maybe the withdrawal amount, right? You can click on redeem all if you want, and then they will show you a warning message, and they say that minimum portfolio amount is $50. If you wish to maintain your portfolio, it needs to be minimum $50. Otherwise, they will just close off everything, right? Oh, so that reminds me, I withdraw like $9197 worth the previous time. So let's see the transaction that I did to prove that I really did sell my MoneyOwl portfolio, right? Let's go to transactions, and this is what I did. I sold off on the 5th of January. Okay, around 9.2k worth of SRS monies with MoneyOwl, and that is split between 8.2k of Dimensional Global Core Equity and 1.1k of Dimensional Emerging Markets. So I've sold off 90% of my funds in MoneyOwl. Next, what I will do, I will talk about then in the video later. With that, if you found this little clip useful in teaching you how to sell off your investments with MoneyOwl, I'll greatly appreciate a thank you. So just comment down below, and let's get back to the video. Alright guys, welcome back. So I think the next big question is, where am I going to invest my SRS money next after I have withdrawn from MoneyOwl? I actually have two options. Firstly, I will invest the funds back to Endowus, right, into my 100% Dimensional Global Core Equity Fund with the single fund smart strategy in my Endowus videos. That is something I already planned to do before I even started in MoneyOwl, right? Because I said that if MoneyOwl is not my cup of tea, I will just go back to where I came from, which is going back to Endowus. But the second option is really quite interesting, right? Because I talk in my how to invest in S&P 500 video using cash, CPF and SRS, and one of the options of using SRS is actually to buy into this ticker called S27, which tracks the S&P 500 index and is listed in Singapore. So it has a relatively low expense ratio of 0.09% per annum, and on top of that, it doesn't have any management access fees because it's not held by a Robo advisor. And if you watch that video, in the coming news that you can invest in just one unit instead of minimum 10 units in a lot size of S27, then it's easier for you to DCA, right? Because one unit now costs around 400 plus USD. 10 units will have cost 4,000 over USD, and that's not efficient for dollar cost average because that's quite a large amount if we convert to Singapore dollars, right? And I think if we buy just 1 unit or 2 units every month, I think that's much more palatable for SRS investors if they want to do dollar cost average. Of course, if you are doing lump sum, there's no difference. You just need to plow in the whole SRS money deck. I'm just talking about dollar cost average monthly or even quarterly, right? So that's just one option to consider, buying S27 to invest in the S&P 500 index, because it does not have any more platform fees or management access fees that the robo advisor are charging. But anyway, if you want to use my MoneyOwl or Endowus referral link, then it's all down below in the description and a pinned comment. Can get you some nice cash or gifts depending on when you sign up, right? But otherwise, if you want to compare the pros and cons of MoneyOwl versus Endowus, I actually done up a video like this last year, which you can take a look, specifically to how to invest SRS, right? With that, thank you for watching. My name is Christopher. This is Honey Money SG, steering young adults to financial independence.